Joining me is a man best described, I think, sometimes as an unstoppable force. Everything he does.
Yeah, all that.
Well, how do you? A businessman? Is that what you are now? Primarily
Yeah.
radio host, TV host, pageant host, and now you're running the world's first open fire food festival, Mr Steve Harvey.
How you
Thank
doing,
you very
buddy?
much to be on the show.
Finally.
You're here in Saudi at Abu Dhabi. What is it you like about Abu Dhabi so much?
I mean, you know, first was the relationship I formed with some key people over here. I just came here to Formula One about 6 years ago, and they were introducing me to the ruler, and I was standoffish, and I just sat up there and said, listen, my name is Steve Harvey. I'm from the United States. He stopped me and said, I know exactly who you are. And this is the ruler today. And we just started talking. We ended up standing there talking for 20 minutes. And I guess he liked me, and I loved him, and we just started talking, and then I met some other people here, and next thing you know, the relationship changed, and I just started coming more and more. I'd already been coming to Dubai for almost 12 years now, and then finally when I started coming to Abu Dhabi about 6 years ago, I just started liking it more and more, and I like the different pace from Dubai, so I can still go to Dubai, but I don't want to live in that. You know, I lived in New York City for 4 years. I'd had enough of that. Now, this is totally different from New York. Dubai is New York on steroids, except it's clean and safe. That's the difference between New York. It's clean and safe. And so I fell in love with Abu Dhabi. My wife loves it here, and so we started making it.
And is that what made you want to bring the food festival here?
Yeah, because, you know, man, I think I want more people to know what I know. You know, and one of the things that unifies people is music and food. Those are the two things that crosses all borders. It's music and food. And I was over here, and they got great food over here. I'm more of a traditional Arabic food type guy. But they were all telling me how good a barbecue they had, and I was eating it, and I was going, yeah, that's okay. It's okay.
I shouldn't laugh.
But you know, the real barbecue boys is down south in the United States, and I know them. And it's a southern thing, man, and it's a lot of black people and a lot of southern whites, and I said, man, it's different. They spend a lot more time smoking meat and all kinds of meat, and you know, I told them about the restrictions over here, and hey, man, they do everything. They do beef, lamb, goat, and they're gonna come over here and try it all, teach some classes. And people gonna sit around and come from all over the world, and it's gonna be a big deal.
And is that one of the great things about food? You learn about people's culture, you learn about where they come from, you learn about, you know, the history of their country through the food.
Yeah, you know, because you ask questions when you eat. You don't just pick up stuff and eat. You go, hey, where's this from? How'd you make this? What'd you do? Yeah. And then the conversation starts. And I think what's gonna happen is gonna bring a lot of people here from different regions, and I think they're gonna discover some of the wonders here in the UAE, because they're coming from India, Pakistan, the UK, Australia. They're coming from everywhere, these different vendors. And it's going to be a great way for the people in the UAE, come from Ras Al Khaimah, come from Dubai, Sharjah. Come on in, bring your families. It's going to be a big event, and taste the different flavors of the world. And I just thought it would be a great way to just get everybody talking, you know.
You know, you've made a huge career starting out as a stand-up comic. Yeah. Given the landscape of comedy now, do you think you could make it again today if you were going to start out again with the limitations and the restrictions and the cancel culture that's around?
I could do it because my God-given gift is humor. I can do it, I don't care what you do. It would not be as enjoyable, because it's not. You know, Joe Coy, people are saying, had a rough set at the Golden Globe. Joe Coy, one of my favorite comedians today. Yeah. And he's brilliant. But the Golden Globes, look, I'm a celebrity, wrong audience. You can't take a bunch of people who's been coddled their entire career. They got people combing their hair, doing their makeup, putting lipstick on, dressing them, putting their belt in their belt loops. They got people out there get their shoes tied. Now you're gonna sit up in front of this group of people, the most arrogant group in the world, who are sitting there hoping to win an award, and the majority of them are not. And your job is to make that group of people laugh? Oh, man.
Didn't Seinfeld say the worst audience would be a room full of comics? I think he said much rather speak to a sales, a bunch of sales reps and
Right.
salespeople rather than the creative side of the company.
Absolutely. But see, what's even worse than that is a bunch of Hollywood types. Bruh, I'm telling you, you can't. That room wasn't big enough for the egos that was sitting there.
Well, it's hard to know if they're laughing with rock hard faces too. That's
And none of them are gonna laugh at themselves. It's like doing the White House dinner.
Yeah.
That's not a good gig either, because when you're talking about the Republicans are not gonna laugh. If you talk about the Democrats, they're not gonna laugh. You out there, and with the political correctness that's in the world now, everybody's afraid to be on camera laughing at a particular joke because you don't know how some different person is going to take it. So,
well, you can still come down to Abu Dhabi and be a part of the world's first open fire food festival. What are your hopes for people to come down, have some fun, laugh, enjoy some proper soul food, old boy barbecue? That's
you know, it's going to be some soul food dishes there. I think.
What's your pick? What's your favorite?
Favorite soul food?
Yeah.
Oh man, they don't have it here. But I'm thinking about bringing this. I'm thinking about bringing Sylvia's here. I almost had Sylvia's here before. Sylvia's is one of the most famous soul food restaurants in New York. It's in Harlem, New York. It's probably the most famous soul food restaurant in the United States. Sylvia's out of Harlem, New York, right around the corner from the world famous Apollo Theater.
I've been there.
I may arrange to have them come, because they will show you what fried chicken really tastes like, what macaroni and cheese really tastes like, what collard greens really are. Me and my wife have tried buying collard greens over here.
It's good, but it's not.
It's a little language barrier too. Them ain't quite collard greens. It's just a little, what it is. It's green, but them ain't collards. So, you know, I hope that people can get introduced, especially to the American side. But I really want America to get introduced to this side.
Yeah.
You know, because there's some misconceptions about this part of the world that needs to go away.
Well, coming from Australia, the only thing I could bring you culturally with food was the Australian cookie, the Tim Tam.
Really?
So I brought you some
Tim Tam?
Tim Tams.
What the hell?
So what we do is we have a Tim Tam slam. So we bite a corner off and then we suck it up. We suck the coffee through. So that's a late birthday present for yesterday.
Hey, okay,
Mr.
that
Harvey.
ain't nothing I'll be doing on camera for the first time. I can tell you
Can
that.
we get you to try one
You
of
talking
these?
about bite the corner off and then suck it. That don't even sound right.
Give me a score out of 10, please, Mr. Harvey. What do you think of a Tim Tam?
All right, this is the first time. Never heard of it.
I'll have one as well. May as well.
Okay, it's good. 1 to 10. Tell you what I like. It's light, it's crispy, it's got the crunch in it, and the chocolate on it is outstanding. Let me take one more bite and
Just
come
to
up
make
with this
sure.
number.
They're all yours, mate.
1 out of 10. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You want me to be honest with you?
Yeah.
Tim Tams get a 10 for
There we
me.
go.
Tim Tams get a 10, baby.
You can
And
see
I ain't
this-
just saying it.
You can see Mr. Harvey at the world's first Open Fire Food Festival, February 24, 25. Get your tickets now. My pleasure.
And you can see me on any damn TV in the world. And you can see me on the internet.
Everywhere. Just Google Family Feud. You'll lose a few hours of your life laughing. Thank you very much, Mr. Harvey.
That's
Thank
pretty good, man. Wow.